Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And I am going to be sketching and journaling, and I hope you can join me again this morning. And today is January 8th, and this is my second sketch and journal with me video for 2022. Once again, I'm going to be following the Doodlewash January prompts for my daily sketches, and today we're going to be sketching hats, and I will be writing about many hats that I wear. And before we start sketching, I wanted to just kind of flip through my first week, and you saw me, if you were here with me last weekend, my airplane. And for the second, it was a bamboo and then a diamond. I really enjoyed doing the bamboo. It was just one stroke, one color, simple. And the fourth was chocolate. So I drew brownies that my daughter made for me. And for elm, I did a little bonsai. Can't grow anything, but I can at least draw it. And for the sixth, it was farm, and so I drew a rice farm because it's my favorite food. And then for the globe, you know, I thought we could all use a hug. All right, so anyway, here is today's, and I drew some hats, and I used a water-soluble pencil, and it's in 2B, and that way it can disappear when I put watercolor on it. I'm using a Princeton number 10 round and also a Winsor Newton number 6 rigger. And of course, I'm using my Daniel Smith watercolors. And this is really going to be simple. Each hat is going to be different colors, so I'm just putting some color down lightly. And yeah, using basic colors that are already on my palette here. And I'm going to be adding depth a little later on. And so really what I'm going to be journaling about today is the many hats that I wear as a teacher. And I'm a high school math teacher and also a student government sponsor. So there's quite a bit that I'm in charge of. So we're going to be, or I'm going to be journaling about that in just a second. And then here I'm adding a little bit more color. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of contouring, I don't think. This is just going to be a simple sketch. Not very realistic probably, and I'm going to be adding a little bit of shadow underneath. And that gives it a little more depth every time. So I started back to work this week, and you know, it was hard the first couple of days. I was so tired after each day, but I'm so glad to be back. I had a great break, but it really was time to go back. So I am using ultramarine violet and ultramarine blue to add a little bit of shadow underneath the hats. And just adding a little bit of shadow just does add so much depth to your sketch. All right, and so I'm going to be adding a little more shadow. I'm using this Inktense, Derwent Inktense pencil. And on Tomoe River, it acts just like watercolor pencils, but it's a lot more pigmented. So I really like using it on in my Hobonichi. And some places are still wet, but that's the beauty of Inktense. If it's a little bit wet, it will activate and blend in a little bit more. And then I penciled in my quote, and it says, one of the challenges of wearing so many hats is that I love every one of them. And it's so true. And sometimes I know I complain about how busy I am or all the things that I have to do, but really I do enjoy them all. So I am using Faber-Castell Pitt marker in fine point. And you know, sometimes I do the brush lettering, but every once in a while, just the simple lettering is what I like to do. And I will be erasing the pencil marks later. So I'm writing down 4 of the roles that I typically play in my daily teaching life. I'm a counselor, a project manager, especially for student government. Of course, I'm a classroom teacher and curriculum developer. But of course, there's so many others. And so that's what I'm going to be writing about. And so, you know, even you as a mom or a dad or, you know, in your daily life, you do have to wear many hats. You're juggling a lot of things. But I hope that you actually enjoy all of those things. And there are other things as a teacher that I don't particularly enjoy, but that's a part of it. But the totality of everything, I love being a teacher, and it fulfills me and it gives me a sense of purpose. And I think that's what I journaled about today. So I'm going to be quiet and let the music play, and I'm hoping that you will journal as well. All right, here is my completed page for today. And I thank you for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And I'm on Instagram as Art by Yukari. So I hope you join me there for my daily sketches. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.